Hello everybody. We are in round 3. This has been a very long tournament so far, and I am facing Tsubaki. Very well-known stall player who's been playing stall for as long as I've known. He's pretty much mastered the play style. So this is going to be a rough matchup. I've removed quite a few of my options to deal with stall, namely Orphil, and even stuff like Munko. So my options are now quite limited, which is really unfortunate. But I will do my best. 2-wire ban means the only Venom Spread combo I have with Chromion is with Saipat, because I don't have a Rushiol on my Platamus or anything. I don't know Tsubaki's spreads and how much damage he has. I don't like. It would be great to know if my Inky could live a CPG from his 2-vine and stuff. Picking up Inky and Chromion because they're my two high damage dealers. They don't have a whole lot of stamina to work with though. That's a big reason why I banned the Kaurin. I know it's a spec gulp Magmut because I've tuned into the end of the last couple games he's had. So while I can double into the Magmut, I don't know how viable it's gonna be. My better play is if I get the chance, I'm gonna swap in Platamus. Pain in the moments. Because I don't have any fires, and even if I take too much damage on Chromion, I just kind of don't have any way to deal with it. If he bans Platamus here, I'm gonna have to think of a new game plan. Please don't ban Platamus. He's a good player. I'm sure he knows it's. Oh, okay. That helps. I want Turok for sure. Turok's great against these three here that he's already picked. Probably picking Broccolum for my last slot, just because Inner Spirit hits like a truck. Yeah, but then again, Saipat has Toxic Ticks. But he's got 2 Toxics. We're gonna try Broccolum turn 1. I'll have plenty of time this game to figure out if that was a good choice or not. So, stall matches, you gotta think about like 5 turns ahead, but you also have to make every single read from your opponent, right? Chromion, Marbles Chip, that's gonna be great this game. I hate the item, but this match, every damage I can get is crucial. Alright. I know that Magma doesn't have a good turn one. I think he's gonna like Worm Cuddle and Tink into Inky. I don't think he'd swap for 2 Vine or Volorend. Either I just want Platimus in for the Sinner Typer bonus primarily. I'm attacking the Nidrasil because once Nidrasil's down, he loses one of his best ways to heal. And Magma won't be staying in next turn as well. Yeah, we just side spores Magma. Got an up bar. No, it doesn't have an up bar. He does. So he's got Show Off. So he has Oshidashi, Meteor Swarm, Show Off, and then one defensive move that I have no idea which one it would be. Toxin Shower does like nothing to Chromion, but it does do some chip to Nidrasil. I'm sure he'll swap to Volorend in one of the slots. I'm hoping it's going to be the Magmut slot. I know it's Strange Vest Vola, but I actually cancel that out with Binary Flood. Kinda unfortunate. Good to know is Magmut doesn't have any turn 1 options though. If he leads it next match, I won't have to be afraid of it. He stays in. That's very interesting. Charcoal Wall. So that's his 4th move. He just spores again. Nothing wants to eat as spores. Alright, harmful from my Chromion. I think Nidrasil dies, but if it doesn't, that's bad. I want to get some chip on this Magmut though, because right now it's becoming a huge problem. He doesn't know it yet, but my Turok is... Or maybe he knows it, because I stream, but... okay. Now he lives, for sure. Yeah, that does nothing. Alright, good to know that went to killed anyways. Freshing Diabolo. But his... I think he swaps here. Binary Flood can finish off the Nidrasil. Even if Chromion dies, that's fine. I want to get Turok in so he gets the hold off of Rockfall. So I can start hitting Magma where it hurts on its physical side. He does swap Nid. Volorend comes in. Throws another Charcoal Wall out. That makes sense. Good damage on Volorend. I'm gonna Rockfall, I don't care about the Oshi. I'll save the Chromion for later, just in case. I think this Magmut might just win him the game, though. Swapping an Inky, because if he stays in and does anything on Magma, it's going to be an Oshi. Yeah, he swaps. Toxic Plume. Yeah, that sucks. I need a Soil Steam plus a Thunder Strike on this 2-Vine to kill. I mean, it's just taking risks here. I might have to ban his Magmut next game. That was... So Magmut is his special wall, and Volarend is his physical wall, essentially. You know what, this never kills. I just sacked my Inky for nothing. Yeah. I forgot I took damage out of Turok, plus the -1. That was really close. If it didn't have the -1, it would have killed. Yeah, Charcoal Wall hurt really bad this match. Even if I stayed in and just threw everything I had at it, I just wouldn't have been able to manage. I think I have to ban Nid next match. That really puts a damper on how much he's able to heal. Hey, got some marbles damage. I think my Chromion was faster than the Vola, right? I guess I don't know for sure, but I thought it was. 87 down to 66, which... Oh, reactive vial. Okay. I kept disabling it, so I didn't know. And no, my Chromion is not faster than the Vola. Oops. Yeah, I know I just swapped in my Turok when I can't even hit it super effective, but I just... kind of just waiting for the game to end. And more or less seeing how much damage I can even deal to this Magma physically. Which is like nothing. Even if that was super effective, it would have done like 20%. 25, 30. If I ban the... If I ban the Nid, he doesn't have any reliable healing. Except on his raid bosses. GG's round 1. That Magma is just not something I'm able to deal with. Yeah, if this was in the early days of the team when I had a lot more damage in it, I'd be just fine. I've stacked a lot of damage for speed and HP now, just because it's more consistent. Helps me win against the mid-range teams. The Moments has healing too. Ninja Steel's more reliable though. It's also Bark Shield, so. I always pick Chromion. If he picks Moment or a Magmite here, I ban the Volerend and I pick Saipat. And I hit him with the Schween's Horn Toxic Ink Venom spread. Kinda what I'm hoping for. Rumper can take a Stone Ball from Cowrin, so it's in less danger. You know, had I grabbed Saipat instead of Broccolum last game, I think I had a chance. I didn't even think about that. See, that's just the kind of information I didn't know. Because, so, Magmite has both Block and Charcoal Wall. So it can either be a physical tank, a special tank, or even both. But this one's running Spec Gulp and Charcoal Wall, so he's going full into the special wall and being really weak on the physical side. So like you can see, I grabbed Saipat and he didn't even pick it up this time. It's fine to swap in Bottomus here. There's a decent chance he'll stay in and Feathergat the Chromion, which should be bad. But at least I can hit Volerant on his weaker defense, because it's Strange Vest, it's weaker on the special side. I think he did like 30% last time, which is pretty good. And now he has no way to heal outside of Piranha. I could have killed if I just stayed in though. Yeah. I honestly was not that scared of taking a... Well, that did more than 30%. I wasn't scared of taking a Stone Ball on Grumper if it meant I could take out Volerand. Because without Volerand, Saipat doesn't really have any counters. think Karen swaps here. He wants it out just to get Mom's Lunch back in at another time. And he doesn't want to eat an aquatic. Even if he does stay in, he's not going to click Stone Ball. Swaps out Volerend. Re-Owler. I can't get any space here. I sends a roar my way now. I can disable his nut bar, which is really nice. Problem is that the Mom's Lunch screwed up my stamina. There's the roar. Determined Plotamus. Savage Suplex hurts. All in! He swaps out Current now. There's no reason for him to keep it in. Ronnie loves to click Ultrasound and then Revitalize, and those are like the only two moves it clicks, so I have to count. Diabolo turns, I know it has Diabolo. Oh yikes, it just doesn't do any damage. This is just a bit too rough. I don't have enough damage to break through anything. If I turn one could have killed that Volerend, I would have been a lot more free. It's just, when you're playing against a stall player, they're reading you every single turn. And if you get one read wrong, you can end up on a bad board state and they can get set up, which gives them a huge lead. Yeah, like Yowler just swaps for Volerend now, and he read me with the double water move on the Yowler slot, and I lose. Because there's nothing I can do. If I knew I could kill this Piranha right now, I would, because Diabolo goes off and he just swaps back into Yowler. This is pretty much my only play, because I can seize the Diabolo so it doesn't go off. Oh my goodness, he actually swapped the Piranha. I could have Nicho'd the Volorend and it would have killed just fine. Bringing in Saipat to threaten out the Cowrin at least a little bit. He doesn't want a Winter's Call on Yowler yet because I have the immunity up on Grumper. But now he wants to, so... Not quite sure why Tuvine was brought in. I have to double into the Yowler. I could have clicked T-Strike if I thought he was bringing in Piranhans. I think he's bringing Cowrin if he's swapping at all, though. He probably just clicks Winter's Call, though. Because he's got bait up on his Tuvine, and that's why he brought it in, so he can still do something. Good, that's enough, it'll die. So I only have to survive one turn from this Yowler. It's gonna be a double swap for sure. Kills the no-health Plotamus, fine by me. I'm assuming you're gonna bring in Piranha. Shouldn't be able to touch Saipat. If he brings in Cowrin, it doesn't matter either. Okay, the Marbles chip hurts. That for sure. This never kills Tuvine this turn. Oh, it does create some space for me next turn. If he can't kill Saipat this turn, then I can swap for Grumper next turn. He swaps. That works fine for me too. Grumper in an endgame against Tuvine should be fine. Skull Helmet, I guess, gets value here. Which is probably what he was going for. But it still hurts. Old guys, or Rockfall, finish off the Cowrin. I guess he's going for me to OX. Because he's going to ultrasound here. Dang, I should take more time to think with my turns. There's no reason for me not to Venomous Claws the Cowrin and then rest on Turok. I guess I still get the Toxic Ink off on the 2-Vine, or the Nichosai, I mean. That's what I'm gonna go for. I didn't take enough OX on Turok that I died to a Cold Geyser, which is fantastic. Even if Piranha revitalizes, I should be fine. That means Turok's alive still. Yeah, look at that damage. He does revitalize. I guess that's interesting. I'm bringing Saipat back in later to get a Toxic Ink off after one of these two dies. I didn't want to get ultrasounded again, that's why I turbined. This will be going to a game 3, which I'm sure the spectators aren't happy about. But at least the matches haven't been as long as some stall games are. He's probably trying to think of what he can do to beat me. Or he'll just FF if he can't find a way. I Inductor heal here, so he can't kill me with another CPG. If he keeps using CPG, he'll OX eventually. CPG's not a cheap move, even though he has Sweatband. And 2-Vine Stim in a pool is not the largest. I don't know how much this will do, though. Yeah, like 20%, that's still plenty. 2-Vine has no way to heal. Oh, he was just hoping I brought in Saipat, I guess. He should forfeit now. He took a gamble and it didn't pay off. He must have been hoping the only way he won is if I got Saipat. Like, it doesn't matter. I have talked. Yeah. GG's. Alright, game 3. I didn't think I had any chance there. Not after I messed up. The Strange Vestvola helped out, being able to finish that off really easily. Keeping the bait ready for the Winter's Call was good too. We'll see if he sends or if he wants me to send. He does send. That's fine, I prefer orange side. I'm gonna ban Nid again. I think that was really helpful. It really reduced his healing capabilities. But we'll see what he bans. He still bans the 2-IR. So really the ban phase doesn't matter, I guess. So maybe I wanted blue side still. Because now I more or less want to lead with Inky and Saipat. So I can Because he's kind of got a trio here. He's got Magmut, he's got Volerend, Volerend physical tank, Magmut special tank, and now his best support is Kaurin. Piranha's his best swap in, but it itself does not do much. Yowler's just a good general raid boss. Yeah, I just always lead this. Okay, he bans Grumper now. Ah, dang it. If he bans Grumper, I want to ban Volerend. Oh, he could ban... He could ban Turok as well, and then Magmut's really good for him. Yeah, I have to ban Magmut. I wanted to ban Volerend because that was his best swap. But I can't let Magmut get out of control. That also means I can sack Psypad a little bit, but it puts more emphasis on the importance of Inky to deal with Volerend. Cinder Typer combo is good. I don't think Broccolim's ever to play in this matchup. No Piranhas. No reason to pick Broccolim. Like, I can turn one gamble here that he'll not attack Inky with his 2-Vine, or even that he's got a low enough attack invest that I could survive. He could even double if he thought. I don't need Psypat. This board's just too good for Turok, I think. I get some chip on 2-Vine though, so I can deal with it later. Ah, see, I could have kept it in. That could have been game defining right there. Toxic ticks are nice, but damage is also nice. If he swaps in Volerend to eat the toxic ticks, and the Rockfall, then I can bring an Inky on Psypat Death, and then threaten a one-shot on Volerend, but I can also actually kill 2-Vine. Apparently the biggest problem is going to be Yowler. Last time I only killed Yowler because I had these toxic ticks, but now I don't. Because I'm assuming Saipat just dies. But he could also try and swap in Cowrin to get the holds off on Stonewall and stuff. If I don't let him get any buffs up, Yowler becomes a lot easier to manage. He does just stay in. A little surprising for sure. Binary, that means no gravel bag, that's fine. I was going to Feather Galleon the Moments the next turn anyways. You could swap in Cowrin, that would be bad. He probably does, I just don't know which slot he's going to do it in. I think as soon as he brings in Cowrin, I have to take the risk that he's not going to attack. Especially if he brings it in on a swap. Right now I need to create a Platamus and Cowrin endgame, essentially. Keeps the Moments and the 2-Vine in. So I get a KO on 2-Vine, and I get a lot of damage on Moments, which is super good. Okay, that's not that much damage. And he just self-revits. I think Refurbish procs now. Which sucks. Yeah. We're at the point where he either attacks or he swaps. Because Cowrin's only turn 1 is Stone Ball. Like, I could Bright Beam. But if he stays in on Moments and doubles, then he still kills. Which he very well could do. This is the defining turn in the entire game. Oh, it's first aid kit on the Moments. I knew that too. So, yeah. He does get the Stone Ball off and I lose. If I just brought in Platamus there, I probably would have won. I couldn't know. GG's. Because if he swapped in Yowler and Volerand to my swap into Platamus, he would have gotten holds off on Yowler, and I would have never been able to kill Yowler. Yeah, that's rough. It's just a guessing game. It's all this match. And now he just gets a stonewall off on Volarant, so its physical defense is as high as its special defense. And then I have 0 chance of killing it because Inky died. Yeah, I guess technically if I can kill everything in the left slot and force a 1v1 between Volarant and Turok, maybe. But even chances of that are extremely slim. Swaps out. Smallmans dies. I need Chromion to live 2 Feather Gats and it just doesn't. 412, 206. Yeah, that's what I thought. He can just bring in Cowrin again. And then Psychosis my Plotamus, and there's nothing I can do. Because his Volarant outspeeds my Chromion. He brings in Yowler though. Yeah, I can forfeit. I might as well just help speed things up a bit. Everything was defined in that one turn. If I just made the other prediction, I think I could have came back. I don't like 50-50s. I don't like being forced into situations with 50-50s. But there's only so much you can do. He creates so much space with stall, so he can afford to make a mistake or two and still win games. I cannot. And that's kind of the advantage of why people run stall teams, but the thing is that there's so many tools to completely shut down and defeat stall teams. It's just that nobody runs them, because you're only going to face one once every like 30 matches. So would you rather have a better matchup that one match every 30, or a better matchup every other time? And I faced him previously, and he's probably done his research to know that my 2-wire has reset, and that's why he banned it. On top of the fact it's just a brutal combo with Chromion. I don't know. I'm not sure what much I could have done differently. I just had to guess that one turn correctly, and then maybe I would have stood a chance. But if he made the other, if I swap in a Toxic and he swaps in Volarant, I think I lose there too. I just don't think there's any coming back from that. GG's, Tsubaki. It's gonna be really tough to come back from this tournament now, but GG's.